John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Hello, everyone. This is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, over here at the Alkemalon Village, where each one reach one, each one teach one brick, one building, one block at a time. And as we often say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And we show that we care about the things that we do. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I keep doing what I'm doing, sharing and caring. And today I would like to talk about well being as well as considering others as well as yourself. And in doing so, I guess, what they say, each one reach one, each one teach one. You sharing information and teaching and just trying to reach and share, what you have to offer. And my father would always say, because sometimes we think and we wonder what we're doing. Are we doing it in vain? And do it makes a difference? Well, I hope, hopefully that it does make a difference. And all we can do is just try to share information that would make a difference in someone's life for the better. And I would like to hope and think that whatever I do and whatever I say would help you make you a better person. And I was just thinking, and I was even this as early as this morning, I was at T-Mobile taking care of some business with my son, and I run into a young man, and I kept looking at him, and he looked at familiar. And as we was talking and taking care of the business, I asked him, was he familiar with the East Side? And he said yes. And I asked him about this particular area, the Cumalon Village, John T-shirts, the penny candy store, and what have you. And he said that he remembered the both the penny candy store, the T-shirt shop, the Cumalon Village, and the fact that he remembered he was a smaller kid, but he remembered taking up martial arts here at the village. And this is a small world because you never know. We come full circle sometimes with different ones. And he was just sharing that how uh, the village and the candy store and dealing with each of us, the difference that it has made in his life. He said, well, at first he wasn't too particular, and just like most kids, he went on to express that he thought he knew everything and was getting into everything, and it didn't really make a whole lot of difference what he did. He just hoped that whatever it would work out, it would work itself out. But sometimes you have to work on things in order to work things out for yourself. But he thanked me and appreciated what we are doing over here. And it makes you feel good, not that what we do and we have to have someone stroking us and patting us on the back and lifting us up and telling us that we have done some good. It should be just important to you to try to help someone, to try to help lift someone up, and to try to help whatever you do and say make them a better person. But he thanked me because he went on to be, right now he's an instructor at the T-Mobile. He goes from one T-Mobile to the next, teaching them how to operate, I guess, the business, run the business, and do the different technology in the business. So he was sharing that information with me and how it we have impacted his life, such as having patience with people and being able to teach them different things and what have you. And not only that, I also earlier spoke with a friend of mine, and unfortunately, that's why I said about conditions. we never know today where we're going to be tomorrow or what kind of shape we're going to be in tomorrow. And saying that, my friend, uh, husband is in a convalescent home and he's suffering from dementia and a host of different things, illness in the body. And she was saying that how he just walks around in another world sometimes. That sometimes he remember who he is and sometimes he don't. And I'm saying all of this to say that we have to be considerate of others. And you never know what people are going through because one day it could seem like you're on top of the world and just doing great. In just a matter of time, before you know it, you could be on the flip side of anywhere and just don't even know that you're even here. And saying that, what I'm saying is, or trying to say, that there was a time that we would laugh at people that seemed to have those conditions because we, for the lack of understanding, we just didn't understand what was going on with people and why they was acting the way they was acting, why they would call you someone else, or they would just be what they say on some other stuff. They would be, you would think that they was here with you, but unfortunately, they could be sitting here with you and you could be talking around them and to them and all over them and what have you. And they could be looking at you and not really understanding nothing that you're saying, not even realizing that they're there with you. In some cases, they don't even know who you are, and not only not knowing who you are, but sometimes they don't even know who they are themselves. And it gave me something to think about, how appreciative that we should be that we are in our sound mind, in a state of mind, that we can make decisions. And I tell people, you should always treat people the way you want to be treated because you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. And if it come to pass that you become less fortunate than you are today, if something would happen to you, you would like for someone to take the time out and take the time up with you to try to make things better for you, to try to help you along your way. And saying that meaning that, like I was saying, that, you don't, the people sometimes they would be doing things, but this young man in particular, they would have to constantly ask him who he is, who is his wife. They would ask him a question, say, like your son, they would mention the name and say, what is he to you? And sometimes he knew and sometimes he didn't. And say, my name, the wife would say, my name is such, what am I to you? And what am I to you? And you would not really know what to say. And the thing about, unfortunately, looking at that, they're going through some changes that they've never been through in life. They're in a place that they've never been in life. And unfortunately, not only the surroundings, being in a convalescent home, assisted living in one of those places, to wake up there, to go to bed there, to be there throughout the day and not have your loved ones or nobody there. And even if you did, to not even know who they are. So I'm just saying that we should have a heart, take out the time, just a little time to take out with those family members and express and share the love and concern that you have and let them know what they mean to you and, just constant practice loving on them. Because my friend was sharing with me that how she would go and visit him sometimes and he would be walking down the hallway and she would be calling out to him by his name and he would just keep walking because he didn't even know, that who she was, and that even that she was even talking to him. And then when she would catch up with him and try to talk to him, and he would mention that the person, his who he is, that, she was, didn't you hear me calling you? He would say something like, uh, I know the guy, but he's not here right now, or something of that sort. And if I see him, I'll let him know this, that. But it just, what I'm saying is that it's the state of mind that this person is in. So we should have a little more, be a little more passionate, have compassion towards those people, and even our loved ones that, even that the ones that know who they are, that's sick or in assisted living, whatever. Just take a little time out and spend with them. Pick up some food, a piece of cake, or pop, a bottle of water, or something, and go by and just spend a little time with them and share with them, that you was thinking about them, and that you care, because it's important that they know that somebody's caring about them. And unfortunately, and it made me think just a little bit deeper. What does a person like that feel? What do they see? And I guess you would say that's kind of deep. Well, it is kind of deep, because, and it's even deeper probably for that person. Could you imagine? You see movies and things about people talking about they're trapped in bodies and what have you. But think about being, if it was you and you suffering from dementia or Alzheimer's or something of that sort, and you just sitting there, don't even know who you are, or if you do or don't, but you're dealing with a situation, you in a convalescent home, assisted living home, or something of that sort, and you just sitting there and you sitting around all these people that you don't really know, and unfortunate for you, you're in a state of mind that you don't even know the state of mind that you're in your own self. How does that person feel? What do they see? How do they deal with that situation? Personally, I wouldn't like to know, because I would like to, even sometimes now, I would make a little joke about it, about senior moments. Every now and then, I would be at home and can be sitting up watching TV or something, and decide I want a glass of water or something out the kitchen, and get up to go get it, and get in the kitchen and stop in the middle of the floor and try to figure out what did I come in here for. So I don't know, what that means. That's early stage, but I laugh it off. I'm having a senior moment. But everybody has a senior moment, I guess, at one time or another. I'm not the only person that, and not even at my age, even younger people forget things. But we have to just take people at heart. Let's, try to focus on thinking about them, loving on them while you can, while they're in the right state of mind. Your mother, your father, sisters, and brothers, love on one another, express, help, do all that you can, while you can. Because back to that young man that was at the T-Mobile, he also was telling me about when he was coming up and how things were and the state of mind that he was in, you know, somewhat knowing everything and really didn't know nothing, and realizing that it took for him to reach rock bottom in a sense before he can really appreciate the people that was trying to help him. He knew everything, thought he knew everything, and didn't need nobody. But until he reached rock bottom, he just kept running into walls and making mistakes and falling and getting up, falling and getting up, and didn't want to listen to nobody. Listen to the people that loves you. You know when somebody is telling you something, and because they love you and they care about you, because they're not telling you nothing that's going to hurt you. They're not telling you anything that's going to just benefit them. They're trying to help you. And in trying to help you, sometimes people do things, they say they're trying to help you, but they have a motive because it helps them as well. But when someone is talking to you and they're trying to help you lift you up, lift your own self up, it's strange to me. How does a person love you more than you love your own self? Love you more than you loving yourself enough to pick yourself up, to do what you need to do to make your life better. because the people that's trying to help you, they done been down that road, they done seen it. They say been there, done that. So, and as they have been there and done that and doing things, they trying to share. They don't want you to make the same mistakes that they made. And if you can see that you keep making mistakes, why don't you change and try to do something to help yourself? So today, hopefully, in sharing this information and trying to bring a little light, everybody know about these different issues that people have. So just want to share with you and see if I can impose upon you to consider others as well as yourself and lift them up. So thank you once again from John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, here at the Alkemalon Village, where each one reach one, each one teach one brick, one building, one block at a time. And as we say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And we show it by the things that we do. And remember, we are not selfish. We just want to share. Hopefully, I said something to help you. Have a great day.
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience. John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.